Uh, and it's going down right now. It's going to be all right one way or another. We going to make things tight. We going to get it things in. We going to make sure that we get it right from beginning to the end. It's the Urban Therapy with Sun show, and I'm down with O, and you are too. And now I know that's got to cool some things, but you still got to be queens and kings. You know how things go in your life, stress and strife and stress. I do things to make sure it reduce the mess. You don't want to be messy. You're the blessing. Take them with a grain of salt. It's not all your fault. Word. Today on the Urban Therapy with Sun show, we are talking about deposits and withdrawals. Give and take. What do you give and take from a situation? Do we always take accounting of what we give and take from a situation? What do you deposit? What do you withdraw from a situation? And can you do both at the same time? And I know what time it is. Everything is going to be y'all right, my kids. We going to get this thing popping. Yo, we going to drop this thing like you never see word. Yo, so when you think about what you deposit, what you withdraw from a situation, I think that it's important to take accounting of a situation, no matter what situation that you get into, because the question might come up one day, well, what do you ever do for me? Has anybody ever tried to ask you that? What have you done for me? And it's normally somebody that you've done a whole lot for. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Do you understand what we're going through? There's no doubts. Word. It happens. It happens, my brothers and sisters. People will ask you, well, what's in it for me? What have you ever done for me? And it might be somebody like your kids asking you, what have you ever done for them? Like, you must be crazy. The clothes on your back, the shoes on your feet, the roof over your head, and the reason that you can compete with anybody and anything in any situation. Yo, stand down. Stop acting like a clown. I ain't trying to hear that dumb shit you talking about. How that sound. Hold on, y'all. Let me get a little adjustment here. I'm a little too high over there. Hold on. Let me get this out. Okay. Let me get it. Let me get it right. Get it right. All right, that's a little better. It's a little better. I don't know if that's going to hold, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. That's a little bit too much table for me, but it's going to be all right, and everything is going to be all right. Yes, it will. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. We do this every Sunday morning from 11 o'clock a.m. till around 12:30-ish. And the reason that we say 12:30-ish is because sometimes it gets so heated that we just have to do a little OT on a Sunday. And it is Sunday, baby. This is the show where adults come out and play with other adults. We laugh, we cry, we argue, fuss, and fight, go back and forth, bust it up all crazy with each other. We play on the monkey bars, the push each other on the swings, push each other up the sliding boards, merry-go-round, have a good time with each other. It's like a one big recess. We take an introspective look into our own personality to see how we fit into this thing in the universe called life. I am your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the rrrr. And if you can't say Omar with the rrrr, well, then you just say Omar with the R's going down, baby. Do you understand? We got the sound, baby. How y'all feeling this morning, man? Listen, I'm feeling like a real man should. I'm feeling great, spectacular. Everything is going to be all right. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Y'all know that that's my mantra and my motto and the way that I feel. And when I lose a case, I come down on a pill. And if I lose that appeal, I'ma still keep fighting. Get the people, start inviting some other activists to get on in this fight. Yo, you know it ain't right. Hold on. This is all right. All right. Okay. Yeah. Now this is what we're gonna do. Because it's gonna come down to this. So this is what I'll do. That's better. That's better. Wait a minute. Maybe a little bit more. A little bit more. That's better. I gotta give myself some headroom. You know what I'm saying? Give myself some headroom, son. Because I know the camera's gonna drop down. So even if I adjust it in that way. All right, we good. We good. Levels is good. Levels is good. Levels is good. All right, so that's what we're talking about today: deposits and withdrawals. Now, in a bank situation, in a situation where you're talking about your financial situation, you cannot make a withdrawal with what you did not deposit. So you can only take out as much money in your bank account as you had put in your bank account. So even though we know that that's elementarily true, we don't always follow that protocol. It's like sometimes we don't seem to understand that that's the way the world works. In order to take something out of a situation, you have to put something into a situation. But there are plenty of times when we may feel like we have put more into a situation than we have actually put into. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And some people say that we're selfish for that. Some people say that we're ungrateful. Some people say that we are arrogant and conceited, and we have a greater sense of self and our importance than we actually have. And you may know somebody like that, and I may know somebody like that, and we get it down like that. Yeah, me and you, we know that is TRUE. True. So what makes a person try to take more out of a situation than they have put into a situation? I know that we've all seen our peers do it. We may have done it. Listen, we all make mistakes in our lives, and there are probably plenty of times, instances, examples that all of us have followed over the years where we may have gotten a little ahead of ourselves, where we were smelling ourselves a little bit too much, when we was doing a little too much, when we were just trying to get over. There may have been plenty of times when that's exactly what we were trying to do. Robbie Mink says, you're looking kind of tired, Omar. Nah, it's not that. You know what I mean? This Facebook shit kind of getting on my nerves. I ain't even gonna hold you. They're getting on my fucking nerves. But here's what I can take from this situation with the Facebook thing. When I share my show, I'm not getting a lot of hits from it anyway, but it's like a routine that I follow, and it doesn't feel like I'm promoting correctly when I don't do it. So when I ask y'all to like the show, to share the show, and to subscribe to the channel, the reason that I'm doing that is because I need help. So when I'm in a position where I can't even help myself, it starts to irk me. Like, now they sent me a notification that they banged my account for 30 days, but I can still post in the groups and on my page. So people are telling me like that don't mean nothing because they may be delaying it. I'm like, delaying what? When I go to my page, it says that the account is restricted. You can't post or comment for 90 days. I mean, I'm sorry, 30 days. Man, I know after that, the worst is yet to come because I'm already under their radar. So what starts to happen is then they can just, bang your account for good. Community standards, violation of community standards. So that's not like I got 5,000 friends, y'all. You know what I mean? So although 5,000 people don't participate and they definitely don't look at this show, that's still 5,000 possibilities that I can exchange. I can exchange and move around those pieces the way I want to. So yeah, I don't like that shit. So it's not me being tired, Robbie Rob. I'm actually good. I got my Colarine this morning. That's pretty good. So if I'm coming off like I seem unmotivated or deflated, that has more to do with let's just say I got some shit on my mind. I got so much trouble on my mind. Refuse to lose. It's your ticket. Let the drummer get wicked. See, I just posted to the Daily Go Get 'Emism. I don't know. I'm gonna try to get my shit off, before the shit goes down. If it goes down, now, I've known people who said that they shit was restricted, but it never got restricted in the actions. I don't know. This time was dumber than the last time, but I ain't come here to talk about all of that. I just wanted to clear that up, so if I'm looking a little meh or a little that's what's going on. I thought I would share that. So let me shout out my people and see how you're doing. I know I'm a little late, but that's because I'm in tune with what's going on over here. Yo, what's up, my dear? What's going on, my bro? Yo, it's time for the DG show. Actually, it's not the DG show. It's the Urban Therapy with Sun show. Sunday is the way, and we gonna make it get down today. Withdrawal and deposits, give and take. You know what I say. What's going on, T. Carey, right? How you feeling, ma? Good to see me. Some you, no doubt. In Carol Chamber, let me favorita. And my brother Ansel Jones is in the house. What's going on, my brother Ansel Jones? And S Cook, it's always good look. Thanks for coming through. Make sure to it's a good look. My brother from another mother, Norris Hill. Said my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. What's going on, my brother? Good to see you coming out. I'm glad to see you on a Sunday. That's without a doubt. Robbie Mick, my little sister, big thing. Actually, my big sister, I'm the little bro. But you know what I'm saying. Sometimes the words get jumbled up, yo. It's gonna be all right. I say it's gonna be all right, without a doubt. Who else is here? A cherry, you say you're there. Cherry, it's Cinderella day today. And it's the woman day today with fame. It's Cinderella day today. Well, it's the woman day today with fame. And Grits and Wavy and Grits. What's going on, Grits and Wavy? Great, Wavy and Grits. No. Gravy and Wits. Wits and Gravy. No. Wits and Gravy. Gravy and Wits. Grits and Wavy. Wavy and Grits. Wits and Gravy. Gravy and Wits. Carol Chambers told some. I ain't taking no more of this tardiness, Omar. Well, I'ma see what you gonna do, because I feel like testing somebody today. I'm gonna be late tomorrow. I'm telling y'all right now, because I gotta walk to the show tomorrow and I'm out of town. I know this background looks the same, but this is the background that I've chosen. This is not the real background. Like, you see, I can't touch. All right. Okay. Ansel says, if you meet 3 people with the same personality, play the lottery. The same personality? I don't know. How can you do that? Eska says, I know someone who says nobody ever does anything for me, and I know for a fact people have, including myself. Yeah. Deposits and withdrawals. People will be quick to say you ain't never do nothing for me. But I'll tell you, when they say that a lot of times they say that when they just had a come up, they just had a windfall, and they don't want to share their money or their success. So it's like, well, shoot, what you ever do for me? Like, niggas, you crazy. You must be out of your goddamn mind. Yo, why does this look like this on Instagram? If anything, on Instagram, it looked kind of murky. I ain't feeling that. Let me see if I can. Maybe it's just my screen. No. Let me see. I don't like the way it looked. It looked ugly. It does. It looks ugly to me. Okay. I don't know. There's certainly enough light in here. Let I don't know. It looked dark. I don't know. Emily, you on Instagram. Do chill. Do I look dark on there? Because it looks a lot darker than it does on Facebook. It's not good. I mean, what we talking about? What we talking about? What we talking about? All right. So. And so it says, don't deposit bad energy my way. I like that. I like that a lot. Cherry says, wait, feeling like I can see clearer now people's intentions. Interesting. Oh, wait. She says, I'm feeling so much better. Thank you. But it has changed my perspective on some things I'm looking at. I'm looking at things with new eyes. Oh. Well, I'll tell you this, Cherry. Dana Dane. It can be very revealing when you're sick and you see who is willing to help you, who will come through, who will help you out, who will, lend themselves and be there of service. Who cares? Who even gives a shit about whether you get better and when you get better and all of that? This COVID thing, even though we are in the situation where we cannot have people come visit us if we are in the hospital, it doesn't mean that you can't show concern when you're in the hospital. I mean, you can't show concern for somebody who is in the hospital. You can still send them things. You can still make sure that their business at home is taken care of and that, the things that surround them for when they prepare to come back home is taken care of. You can help out. You don't have to necessarily obligate yourself to them. But when you see who has been there for moral support, who has been there for any type of support, even if you just needed someone to listen, somebody to say, listen, get well soon, somebody to cheer you on, somebody to tell you about new developments, somebody to keep your spirits up. You start to see it when you're sick. Luckily, you recovered. But think about people go through this when they have cancer. People go through this when they have terminal illnesses. People have this going on when they have debilitating conditions. So when we start talking about deposits and withdrawals, the give and take, you start to take inventory about who has given and who has taken away. And you're probably going to start thinking about the things that you've done for other people and when you've been there and if people have returned that favor. What's going on, Black Aladdin? My man, Black Aladdin. That's my dude. Man, how you feeling, my man? Thanks for coming through. And my man, Ricardo Aviles. Ricardo. Good to see you, my brother. We going all the way back to the 1987. What's up, my man? Good to see me some you. But yeah, you're going to start taking inventory. When you laid up there sick, and you can't go nowhere, and you can't do anything, and you're thinking about your life, you may not even be terminal, but you may be thinking about, like, what if my condition was a lot worse than what it is right now? Who would I have to thank? Like, if I picked up the phone right now, who do I have to thank for giving me something? Who has made deposits in my life? Emotional deposits, financial deposits, inspirational deposits. And who has made withdrawals? Financial withdrawals, always in my pockets, always asking for money. Who has made emotional withdrawals, bringing negative emotions out of me that I would rather not express, making me look crazy, even sour my name to other people and defaming me to the point where people are calling me a crybaby all the time or a big whiner. People have been making emotional withdrawals from me you may start thinking that way. You know, who have I helped? Who has helped me? Who cared? Who gave a shit about me? Like, you know, when you're sick, you really start to ask yourself, who really gives a fuck about me and why? Not trying to be condescending, not trying to diss nobody, not trying to overanalyze, but really, who cares? Who has shown they care? And a lot of times, you know, we may falsely give people that don't know the credit for caring about us. Like, yo, you know, even though we don't really know each other, you know, when I was down, you really helped me out. You really looked out for me. You really cared. You really showed concern. And it may not be because other people that you have known for years and who are genuinely in your life. It's not that they don't care, but they may have picked the wrong time to be absent. And we also have to think about the reason that some people may be showing concern. You know, I know that, like, for example, beautiful women probably get big deposits every day, dick pics, and hey, beautiful, hey, sexy, and all of that, you know, inboxes, a lot of messages from men who would like to get all up in your pants. They want to feel what's going on behind your bra, under your panties, in your crotch area. They don't know you, but they do know that they want to fuck you. And they may have caught on that in order to get close to this chick, I'm going to have to, you know what I mean? I'm going to have to be a good boy for a minute and show a little something, show a little something, man. Make sure that I get a little humping in. And if I get a chance to meet this chick, I'm going to give her some good dick. Maybe. So that's why it's good to take inventory of your life. It doesn't have to make you overly suspicious. It doesn't have to make you scrutinize people to the point where it makes it look like you're not like you don't trust nobody. This whole trust thing, I think, sometimes gets overused. You know, we saturate our vocabulary and too much of our energy for the day with trust issues. Like, I can't trust nobody. Motherfuckers done me wrong. They done me dirty. They done shot me, stabbed me. And sometimes they didn't even use the gun or the knife. They just mentally and emotionally shot me and stabbed me and just left me for dead. Left me on the side of the road. Some people's expectations of certain people sometimes are a little too high. But when we start talking about deposits and withdrawals, do you have what it takes to do a proper accounting of what has been given and taken from you? How many of y'all, I said, how many of y'all have had people come up to y'all and tell you how much you have given them when you know for a fact you haven't given them shit, but they're telling you that you gave them a lot because they watched you, they observed you, and you set an example for them that they did not expect to have set. And they were thankful for having the experience of being exposed to something that you did. And you ain't even know you was doing it. And they know that you didn't know, but they were thankful for God or the universe putting them in the space that you were to be able to be observed, because it helped them. Sometimes it's not the person that you're talking to that gets all of the relevant information, my brother. Sometimes it's the people within earshot. Sometimes it's somebody ear hustling. Sometimes it's just somebody who's eavesdropping. It's just somebody that's at the bus stop, sitting at the bus stop, sucking on a lollipop. When she gets popping, it's hard to make the hottie stop. But honestly, sometimes it's not the person that you're having the conversation who gets the most out of the conversation. Sometimes it's the person, you know, that needed that conversation the most, that got placed in the strategic location just to hear what y'all was talking about. You understand what I'm talking about? So this shit is real. This shit is rad outside. That's rad. So with that being said, hold on. All right, wait a minute. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. So when two people are having a conversation and somebody else has gotten most of the benefits of the conversation, like the person that you might have been talking to may not have even been receiving the information that you were sending out, but somebody on the, okay, let me break it down. Let me slow it down. The person that you may have been talking to may have not been receiving the deposit that you were trying to make into their mental or emotional account. But somebody else that was listening in, you done filled they fucking bank up. They like, yo, who put all of this in my account? This is dope. Look what the Lord done for me. And you don't know. They come back to you later on like, yo, thank you, man. You know what I mean? Like, you may have just been doing your job. You may have just been raising your kids. You may have just been, maintaining, doing routine automobile maintenance. Like, yo, just from watching you take care of your shit. When I got a car, I did the same thing. I was always waxing and buffing, always had my hood up because I saw you always with your hood up, making sure that your car was ready to go before you left. You had an impact on me. You sparked my interest in automobiles. I went to school for automotive engineering just from watching you fix your own brakes, change your own oil, replace your own fluids, rotate your own tires, things like that. From watching you, Mr. This or Mr. Him or Mr. Her, Mrs. Her, I got that inspiration. You made deposits where you didn't even write out the deposit slip, but I received that deposit. And you never withdrew nothing. You gave. Surely, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Surely, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. What's going on, man? Good to see me some you. Word. I said word. Okay. Cherry says, take some headshots on your Facebook page. I swear you'll get a minimum of 200 likes. Like I do when I put some real stuff up. Oh, like I do when I put some real stuff up there about our culture, knowledge of self or science. 20 headshots, 20 headshots information. Yeah, I used to complain about that. That Dana Dane. But you know why I don't complain about that? Like, personally, I think that more people should watch this show. There's no reason. We got 15 people watching live that we can see. I don't know about y'all, but I feel like that shit should be in the hundreds or the thousands. I feel like this thing that we have going on is some good shit. I feel like it benefits everybody in some way because we cover a lot of shit just on people's personal lives, things that happen in people's lives every day that they don't always express in the way that we bring it out of each other. But this is what keeps me grounded, Dana Dane. And this is what keeps me from sounding like a hater every day and keeps me from being resentful. People didn't come on Facebook to watch me on YouTube. They just didn't. They didn't come on there for that. Everybody has their thing that they go on social media for. So some people go on there to laugh. Some people go on there to relate. Some people go on there to date. Some people go on there to freak. Some people go on there to go in group sessions and be more social. Some people, everybody has their own agenda for why they are on social media. So the people who come and watch my show, they came to this store to purchase my product. They came to buy what I'm selling. Everybody didn't come on there to buy what I'm selling. Now, of course, I asked myself, well, how did I get up to 5,000 friends? Because I sure didn't send out 5,000 friend requests. Something I wrote, said, or whatever, especially in 2018, because that's when my numbers came up. I was at like 2,500 or maybe 2,200 friends in spring of 2018. Some post that I put out there got me to 5,000 plus. Like, I got people on standby. I don't know I don't know. But whatever it is that drove that traffic towards me at that time, I was evidently selling what they wanted to buy. So when I put up when I or you put up a post about our people, about something socio-political, something religious, something that means something to us, something that we really think that we should be concentrating on because we're out here trying to get free, because we're out here trying to liberate ourselves, because we're out here trying to enlighten our people. We're selling that, and we get pissed off when nobody's buying it. But maybe we have to design our store in a way that looks a little bit more inviting. And we may have to start getting the products in our store that people want to buy. So evidently, when I talk this black shit and black that, black this and black that, everybody ain't in the store to buy that. But when I talk about weaves and makeup and long fake eyelashes and eyebrows and cosmetic surgery and ratchet shit and roaches and oatmeal and liver and, you know, little controversial topics that are superficial for the most part, but they are a daily part of people's lives and they capture people's attention because it's easy to do. We got to find a way to drive traffic into the store. Now, on YouTube, people are here for that. So I don't know. But this is what I'm not going to do. Regardless of whether I think that thousands of people should be checking this shit out, the 15 people that are here right now are the ones that matter because y'all are looking out. Y'all are here. So I'm not gonna be like, you know, it ain't. I'm not gonna put on for the little bit of people that are here because it don't matter. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna know. We're not doing that. We're not gonna do that because the 15 people that are visible right now are the people who are supported. They are here in the store with their money out, ready to buy what I'm selling. Figuratively speaking. And I appreciate y'all. So I just wanted to tell you that, Dana, don't get discouraged and pissed off at our people when they don't nibble on the black positive shit. Just know that this is a marathon, not a sprint. And some people put up a post, you know, and they on that same shit that we are, or at least they appear to be. But they getting all of these thousands of blah, 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 blah. Dana, people like your pictures because they like your face and they like your titties. Don't be mad at them for that. Just be thankful to the higher power that you got a face, ass, and titties. It could be worse. It could be worse. But just keep plugging away on your shit. And if it don't work this time, try it another way. Flip it, bounce it. You know? But just remember, a lot of people didn't get on social media for that. I lose, I'm at 5,000, but I lose and it's not even really 5,000. It's more like it fluctuates between like 4,985. I always have room for like 15 to 20 new, because people drop me every day. Every day. every day, every day. But it could be because I'm not selling what they want to buy, and that's okay. That's okay. It's going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right. All right, y'all. Listen, you know what I haven't done in a while? By the way, I need y'all to hit that like button. I need y'all to hit the like button. I need y'all to share the show. And I need y'all to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. It's the daily. No. It's the Urban Therapy with Sun show on this Sunday, but it's the Daily Go Getimism. And the movement is the movement, and the movement is moving forward. And we want y'all to move with it because this is the move. So get it, get down. Get down, baby. Be down with this. Ansel says, in my early 20s, I was finished with my whole phase. I went to the clubs just to keep people company. Okay. You finished your whole phase in your 20s? Well, damn. That's awfully noble of you. Narcel says, he's talking about Secret Santa. Word up. Word up. That's pretty much what that's a title right there. The Secret Santa of who is the Secret Santa of your emotions? The Secret Santa of your motivations. Ooh, Nars, you might I don't know. You may have put some fuel in my tank this morning. Thanks for that deposit, my brother. If I come up with a show within the next week or tomorrow, and it's called The Secret Santa of your motivation, just know my brother from another mother, Norris Hill, came through with it. Good looking. Robbie Ming says, I closed my bank. People take too many withdrawals and don't do no deposits. I don't like to be this way, but folks have shown me. Carol Chamberlain says, I try to deposit positivity to all I encounter. And I think you do a good job of that. Not with me. You do a horrible job. I mean, terrible. I mean, I've never seen anything as bad as how you treat me. But the other people, they always think you're nice. They tripping. Thanks for coming by the show, though. What? I'm only being real. Okay. Carol also says, sometimes you are a blessing to someone even if you don't know it. It happens a lot. It happens a lot. My dad always told me to make sure that you conduct yourself like the camera is on you or like somebody is watching what you do, because they are. And you don't always see who people, you don't always see who sees you. And very rarely do you see something the same as somebody else sees something else. Carol says, there's a lot of knowledge dropped here, but you can't make everyone accept knowledge. I'm just saying, yeah, that's true. And it says here, there's a lot of knowledge dropped her. It says her. I know you probably meant here, but I can't take that for granted. Because I know that you dropped out of high school in like the 9th. But it doesn't matter. You made something of yourself. Oh, look, it says you meant here. So much better. What? T. Carey Rice says, everyone isn't ready to accept. Is it even an accepting thing? Is it an acceptance thing? Let me ask y'all this. Let me ask you this, Taki. And thanks, Black Aladdin. He says, just stay on your positive, my dude. I appreciate me some you. You don't understand what that means to me right now. That's serious. That's real. That's real, son. That's real. Let me ask you this, Taki. Is receiving something and accepting something the same thing? Take your time when thinking about it, but answer it right now without thinking about it. Is receiving something and accepting something the same thing? And like I said, take all the time that you need within the next 1 second or so. So go ahead and tell me right now. But don't rush. Don't rush. don't rush. Don't rush challenge. How do you do it? I don't know. I don't know. That shit they was doing last year. A lot. Carol Chamberlain says, Taki, they aren't. I love the things I learned here. I appreciate the willingness to share info with each other. Word up. Ansel says, Black Planet in my space was my early 20s. I might have talked to 10 people that I was trying to what? Oh, you was a Facebook. Oh, okay. All right, Ansel. You were Facebook dating and hunting. Robbie says, at Carol, some people don't look at it as blessings. They look at it like I got over. But with me, if I can help you, I will, and don't want nothing in return. The good Lord bless me to bless others. I heard that. Carol told me something. And yes, I know I spelled it wrong. No, it's not up to you to know or correct yourself. That's for me to do. Why don't you just play your part? Carol says, at Robin, exactly. I won't change me for anyone. I'm going to scroll by that like I didn't see it. Okay. Ansel says, I was overseas. Everybody was fucking. It got boring. Oh, it got boring. Y'all wasn't fucking the right one. But I don't worry about it. Good looking out, my brother from another mother. Omar, you ain't right. I'm just saying. He said, I'm trying not to fight with you today, but you're making this hard, very hard. I told you treated me like shit. I told you. TK Wright says, you can receive or take something, but not be in the mental nor emotional position to accept it for what it is, for what it was truly intended to be. I answered right sway, but you be slow on reading stuff. What's sway? What do you mean? Like you answered in a way to try to influence me? That's the sway? Is that what that is? I know you dropped out in the 11th grade, but you got your GED, and that's cool. That's cool. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody out there who went back to school to get their GED. Shout out to everybody who went back to school to get their GED. Shout out to everybody who went to jail to get their teeth fixed and get their bunions removed. Shout out to y'all jailbirds. Good looking. You use your time wisely. You use your time wisely. I know if I ever go to jail, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get my teeth fixed. I got the whitest teeth of anybody that I know, but I'm gonna get them fixed just because I went to jail and I can get them free. So these teeth, this in here, and here, I'm gonna get them put back just because I went to jail. And I don't give a fuck if I only go to jail for the weekend. I'll be like, look, hurry up. I need to see the dentist now. Okay. Carol Chamberlain says, Punctuation Panther needs to hush. TK Wright says, I dropped out after the graduation ceremony. Yeah, 8th grade. The 8th grade graduation ceremony. No middle school graduate. Yeah, I mean, like what high school did you go to? Such and such elementary. Alumni. Sunshine Charter, Sunshine Charter. I said the Sunshine Charter, Sunshine Charter. I said the Sunshine Charter, Sunshine Charter. I said the Sunshine Charter. Get your uniform. I got your uniform. I got my khaki pants. Got the uniform. A khaki pants. I got my uniform. A khaki pants. The khaki pants and the plaid shirt. I got my shit. I got what you talking about? What you talking about? But it's okay. The Panther is here. The punctuation Panther is here. Exclamation point. Exclamation point. He exclaimed. Deposits and withdrawals, y'all. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. Deposits and withdrawals. All right. So, all of y'all work in some type of profession. Even some of y'all retired people out there, getting your little hustle on. It's the holidays. Now, when you start a job, do you take into account, well, in the beginning, you may be taking into account how much you bring to the table, what your skills, acumen, expertise, and professionalism will bring, and your productivity will bring to a company. But, everybody doesn't think that way. Some people honestly believe that they get hired because whoever was the hiring manager or an HR like them. Not really thinking in terms of, well, this is what I can give to your business. And this is how your business will be in a better position to operate if you hire me. Not everyone thinks that way. Some people look at it like, well, I dress nice, I talk nice. I mean, even though this might sound like elementary to a lot of y'all, a lot of people don't really understand how business works. They don't get it. They think that the jobs are just there. They don't look at their contribution. They don't look at their deposit slips to an operation. And those same people do not understand that when they violate, when they have infractions, when they break rules, and when they steal time and things like that, they don't understand the withdrawal that's taking place. They don't understand the withdrawal that they are making. They don't get it. So, somebody may get written up, or they may get disciplined, or they may get suspended from a job, and they don't understand why that happens. They may say something like, but everybody does this. Why are you concentrating on me? You ain't get such and such. To a certain degree, they may be right. Everybody should have to follow the same rules, but guess what else? You got caught. And that's whether somebody is looking at you to make sure that you don't violate, or is going to discipline you any time that you do anything out of pocket, or whether you just need to tighten up your shit. They don't understand. How many times have you ever pointed out an example of what somebody else does after you were getting reprimanded about something? How many times have you brought somebody else into the conversation and it worked? Because from my experience, it never works. Well, such and such do it. Why you ain't say nothing to them? Because that's not the time to do it. The time to get your dry snitch on is before you get in trouble. But you wouldn't know that by the timing of people who do the dry snitching. Well, it's only dry snitching if you don't straight come out and tell. Dry snitching is like y'all all in a police lineup, and you know that you're just in there because they have to have more than one person in the lineup. But you know that the person next to you did whatever. So you in the lineup, everybody's supposed to look forward. And this is how you dry snitching. You like, that's dry snitching. Everything else is just, well, there's a difference between dry snitching. There's a difference between snitching, dry snitching, and straight telling on a motherfucker. Straight telling them. Asisa Ahmed. Asisa Ahmed. My girl, all the way back to the 1985, 1986. What's going through your mind? What's going on, sis? Good to see me, some you. That was my girl. What's up, Asisa Ahmed? Good peoples, great peoples right there. No doubt. Sure husband's talking about the school of I'ma kick your ass if you say it again. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, Carol says, I don't take it on the chin. I learn from it and move on. I hear that. Asel says, I completely understand why people who cheated off of a test in grade school fail in the work world. Not everybody fails in the work world who cheated off a test. Shoot, it seems to me like those are the ones who be getting over all the time. Unfortunately, I don't know what y'all talking about, but cheaters win. Cheaters win. We just had 4 years of a cheater. A glaring example of a winning ass cheater. Cheaters win, man. I wish that saying cheaters never win was true. Shit. They need to do a better job at not getting caught. But you find out that a lot of people cheated when you start doing an investigation. All right. Do you know what I'm saying? Actual facts, baby. Actual facts. Deposits and withdrawals. Deposits and withdrawals. Cal Chamberlain says, he had a lot of help too. Yeah. Cheaters helping other cheaters. Shoot, I don't get mad for a motherfucker cheating. I get mad at a motherfucker cheating in such a way that he don't even have any respect for those who do it the right way. Like, dang, the least you could do is show a little honor. A little honor for somebody that respected the process. And so says, and he had a following that helped him. Yeah. And still does. There's plenty of people who think that he's still going to find a way to win this election some kind of way. That are still riding. They ain't get kicked out the whip yet. Black Aladdin says, rocking with us today, Black Aladdin. I appreciate me some you, my dude. He says, Donald, damn, the cult life. It's crazy. You would think that most of them would start falling off now because it's like it's over, man. It's over. I mean, if y'all want to come back in 2024 or still follow the ball in 2021 with whatever he's going to do, all right, do you. But this chapter is done. You lost that election. You can't unlose it. It's lost all the way, son. Hey, yo, for real. It's lost all the way. There's nothing you can do. Narciso says, nah, he's going out kicking and screaming. Yeah. And I ain't even mad at him for going out kicking and screaming. Because for 4 years, I held claim to the fact that he never wanted to be president in the first place. But that doesn't mean that you didn't want to stay president. It's like when when you were a little child, when you were a little kid, and your mom tell you to get in the tub, and you be like, I don't need no bath, I'm clean already. And she be like, man, if you don't get your little ass in that tub, and you be all mad, like, shoot, I don't see why I had to take a bath right now, because you knew that bath time was, the bedtime was right after bath time, so you tried to put off bath time for as long as possible. So, a lot of us, some of y'all was just dirty. Y'all was just little dirty, nasty ass kids, and you ain't like to take a bath. But nonetheless, when you got in the tub, you ain't want to get out of the tub. You start having fun in the tub, pulling whatever toys that you could get in the tub. You had them all in there. Remember how big the tub? Remember how big the bathtub seemed when you was little? Remember how you used to feel like you could swim in the bathtub? Remember? Those were the days. Like, wow, the bathtub seemed big. It got smaller and smaller, But yeah, we got exposed to him being a president, and I think that he started to see all of the perks that went along with being president. He's like, yo, this is pretty cushy. And plus I'm getting away with everything I want to get away with. I still think it's all mental for him. I don't think that he genuinely really wants to be president. I think that he likes what being president offers for him. Plus now it's the game for him. So that explains a lot of the kicking and screaming for him, I think. Carol says, the hammer comes down tomorrow, Electoral College. And so says, he has to be the oldest blogger that never been flagged. You ain't never lied. No Twitter jail for him. Robbie Ming says, cheaters don't win all the time. He tried to overturn the election and the Supreme Court shot him down twice. Yeah, well, I don't know about you, Rob, but I felt like we was lucky that the Supreme Court shot him down. Because like I know, you didn't expect them not to shoot him down. It was like, whew. You know what I mean? I was straight thinking like, yo, he gonna do it again. Because he seems to keep getting what he wants. It's a pain in the ass. Nonetheless, still we rise. And when we start talking about deposits and withdrawals, giving and taking. Well, what deposit would you say that he has made in life? What deposit would you say that Donald Trump and that administration has made in your life for these past 4 years? What have they deposited for you personally? And what have they withdrawn? What types of withdrawals have they taken away from you? I'll tell you what withdrawal that they have taken away from me. And they haven't done it all away, but I was already on my way to chronicling this withdrawal anyway. They have withdrawn my ability to believe that that our votes count the way that they should count. We've had to learn a lot. Now, that's not to say that when we voted this year, the votes didn't count, because they did. But when you see the electoral process, and you think about it, we thought we understood the electoral process in 2016 and 2012, 2008. We thought we knew it. But every administration Every presidential election year, we learn a little bit more. Sometimes a lot, but a lot more, right? So we look at this Donald Trump shit and we like, so they can overturn this election even if he outright lost? If he can influence the electors from each state to withdraw whoever or to overturn the results of the election, yeah, my vote really doesn't count. It counts, but it don't count. It counts when they want it to count for them, and it doesn't count when I need it to count for me. So yeah, this is so that's the withdrawal that I've gotten. Now, deposits. What this presidential administration has deposited for me is more suspicion and a lot more study. They've compelled me to look up certain things, to investigate certain things, to research a little bit more. I thought I was good at it before. It's time to do it more and more and more. So they have deposited more motivation for confirmation. Miera vibes. Miera vibes. Or is it Miera vibes? Because if you say it in a Spanish way, it would be Miera Vibes. And since the V is pronounced like a B in Spanish, it would be Miera Vibes. Miera Vibes. Miera Vibes. Miera Vibes. Peace, Miera. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate it. Carol Chamberlain says, I agree, but they showed us. Okay. Narciso says this administration just mushed in the face of black people that they don't care about us. People still say that Donald Trump is not a racist. They still say it. I'm like, so you're only questioning the votes in black districts. Okay. Ansel says this. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Look at how quick he turned his back on Kanye. We need to turn our back on Kanye too. He's a dickhead. So I can't be mad at him for that. Kanye looked like a stupid. You know how on this show we talk about grabbing ankles? Kanye definitely grabbed that nigga's ankles. And it's disgusting. He grabbed his ankles in front of everybody, hugging that man, talking about, I love this man. Fuck out of here. Donald Trump looking at him like, yo, man, did this guy get a security clearance? He ain't got the right to hug me. You stink. Carol says, at Norris, they just reinforced what we already knew. Robbie Mean says, I really think everyone is just tired of him. Not enough people are tired of him. We need more. In the midnight hour, she want more. Wow. When a rebel yells, she want more. All right. So, deposits and withdrawals. Have any of you ever been in a situation or are currently in a situation where you suspect that something is being withdrawn from you that is supposed to be deposited? Like somebody is giving something to you, but that at the same time, they are withdrawing a lot more. You know, let's say somebody puts $100 into your account, but they're withdrawing $175 out of your account every time. Ansel says College Dropout is a classic album in the generation this generation only he crazy. Yep, College Dropout, definitely a classic album. And what was his second album? Graduation. What was it? That was a good album too. I'm not saying that he doesn't make good music. I'm saying he's a dickhead. I don't care what kind of music you make. You ain't gonna keep fronting on me. And I don't need to see your face. But him and Donald Trump are the same. They're the same personality anyway. Do anything to keep a camera in their face. They do anything for attention. And they're both fuck. Deposits and withdrawals. Deposits and withdrawals. What is somebody giving to you? What is somebody taking from you? What are you giving? What are you taking? Of course, in a romantic relationship, a lot of people talk about what you bring to the table and what you don't. What you bring to the table and what you don't. You know what I think about is funny? About people who talk about what they bring to the table versus what somebody else brings to the table. You know what I think is funny about that the most? You can bring all of this shit to the table. You bring, maybe you don't have no kids. Maybe you bring money. You bring in all of this material stuff. You got your shit together. Your career's going in the right direction. You just got it going on. That's what you bring to the table. That's your deposit. Guess what, though? Guess what? Nothing that you bring to the table in a relationship matters one iota if the person that you are trying to make the deposit to doesn't want any of this shit that you are bringing. So there may come a time in your life when, hold on, let me make sure that y'all see. There may become a time in your life where somebody doesn't want your money. They don't want your time. They don't want your effort. They don't want your titties. They don't want your ass. They don't even want your teeth, gums, lips for head. They don't want your dick. They don't want your muscles. They don't want your neck. They don't want your back. They don't want your car. They don't want your house. They don't want your voice. They don't want your hair. They don't want your style. They don't want your swag. They don't want nothing that you are bringing to the table. So all of that shit about who you are and what you are and what you bring to the table and why you should be given favor and consideration is going to fall on nothing but deaf ears if what you're selling at that store is not what people are buying. If it ain't what they want. So get your weight up. Try something different. Try something new. But it'll be all right. So this is just a little message so that our people who get on a high horse and get all arrogant and conceited and egotistical and self-centered and self-grandizing, this is just so y'all know to stay in your lane, humble yourself, fall back, sit back, relax, and chill, and let some things come to you instead of putting it out there to a point where you have to try to convince them that what you are giving is what they should be receiving. Just wanted to tell y'all like that. I just wanted to tell y'all, that little story because you've had your friends. I've had my friends. We've all done the whole, well, this is what I bring to the table. This is what I got. And this is what they ain't bringing this. She ain't bringing that. He ain't bringing that. I got it going on. I got it going on. Motherfucker, it don't matter whether you got it going on if a motherfuckers don't want to get it going on with you. I'm just saying. Check yourself, homie. Love is love. You have a great day. And I mean, that's about as real. That's about as real as I can get, y'all. That's about as real as I can be. Because that's what it is. You think it ain't when it is. You think it won't when it is. Carol Chamberlain says, attention-seeking ankle grabbers. Hey. And still says, why you sound like the Quiet Storm? They got Quiet Storm in every city, huh? Narcil says, if it weren't for if it wasn't for my one sibling in the same town, I would have no one to transact with, be it moral or financial support. Somebody mentioned shutting down from the bums that know to not try chasing. Cherry says, I help family get their business off the ground. They was able to quit their job. I did some paperwork for them and let them use my social security number. Now I owe the IRS almost $20,000. And they don't answer my calls. God damn. I hope they gave you some money along the way while they was living it up. Oh, yeah. Friday night. What's going on, Nadine Fuller? Thanks for coming through again. I appreciate you. And Marianne Investment. Marianne Investment. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. And Sherry says, I let them use my business license. So you kicked them off. You hit them off with your EIN. Tax ID number. 9 digits is 9 digits, right? Whew. Yeah. So what we bring to the table, what deposits we make. And with the relationship shit, sometimes you got to watch out. Watch what people say, because they may be presenting their resume or their application as a deposit. Just because you have these things don't mean that you are given these things. You just happen to have them. So it's like a display case. Look at all this shit. Look at it. We got everything. Everything you need, everything you want. We got it all. But you ain't giving it. You selling it. And you might just be displaying it. The fine print down the bottom. Items displayed in the case are not for sale. Contact the seller for actual items that can be purchased. I'm gonna get a little vulgar. It'd be like a girl with a fat ass that comes outside in her thongs, but she don't do anal. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't do anal. But I'll tell you this. A lot of people do anal. Male and female. So, me growing up around the way, never associated a chick with a fat ass with anal. Never made the connection. To me, an ass was just something that was really nice to look at and really great to grab while you boning the right way. But not to everybody. So, people who do anal that's really into it, they know the who's who. So you might be bringing that fat ass to the table and dealing with men that like anal, but you ain't selling anal. You just trying to get your rent paid. Fair exchange, no robbery. I guess. No, it still said Ed Cherry. I'm pulling hair out of my shaved head for you. Yo, man. Me too. Let's get ready to get on up out of here, y'all. We getting ready to go. Good night, sweetheart. Yeah, it's time to go. Do, 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 do. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all hit that like button. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. I want to thank my people on YouTube. I mean, y'all YouTubers for coming through. I also want to thank my people coming through on the Instagram side. You know what I'm saying? I had to stop doing Instagram because there was no traffic over there. But I get a little bit of traffic after the fact, and I appreciate y'all come through. I like that. Appreciate it. Thank you. So let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious December 13th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get on that. Number one out the box, Lucinda Parson, turning 49 years old today. She's a 1971 baby. And Donna Brooks Williams, turning 36 years old today. And Jimmy Matthews, happy birthday to you. And Michelle Renee, happy birthday to you. And Margot Carpenter, turning 54 years old today. And last but certainly not least, my girl going all the way back to the 1987, working at City Blue with me. That's where I met her. My girl, Antoinette Cassandra. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious. What is that shit? December 13th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on it, do the damn, to rock out. Rock on it, do the damn, rock out. Rock on it, do the damn thing and do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings and do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, listen up, yo. Deposits and withdrawals, man. You can't take from something that you have not given. You can't take from a source that you haven't given to. At least that's the way it should be. But does it work out that way? Not exactly. No. But nonetheless, we're going to deal with people who don't understand the process of things in our lives. And there may be times in our lives when we didn't understand it either. But someone from somewhere will come along and give us the knowledge and wisdom and understanding that we need. And they're going to straighten us out as if we were being ironed with a permanent crease. So I want y'all to have a great day. And I want y'all to understand and think about this whole deposit and withdrawal thing. And just know, it's going to be all right. And you know how it goes. Whoa. I want y'all to have a great day today. Last day of the weekend. You know what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful day over here in Philadelphia. Like it's gonna be like what, 61 degrees? It's already nice outside, I know, because I checked. And it'd be nicer if we all enjoy and some of the pleasures that we enjoy. I mean, it's the pandemic, so I'm not going to tell y'all to go out there and get some fresh air, because that air out there dirty as fuck. That infected, nasty ass COVID air. And maybe it's not even like that. I ain't taking no chances, and I'm not going to encourage y'all to do it either. No. Be careful, y'all. And remember, peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all and love y'all right back to life. It's going down, baby. So with that being said, let me get Blog Talk on up out of here. Holler back at y'all. Peace, Blog Talk. Thanks for coming on through. Thanks for being of service, but I gotta pay you. So yeah. Well, you know. All right. And next, yo, good looking out. My Instagram people.
Blog Talk Radio.
Appreciate y'all mucho. I get back with y'all later. All right. And for the YouTube crowd, say it loud, say it proud. I see y'all tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Ow. Ow. Robbie Ming says, happy birthday to my niece, Shantae. Word up. Yeah. All right, let's get out of here. Peace.